Howdy, y'all. I did make one video earlier, but I decided to delete it and start the game fresh because I decided to start videotaping it after the kind of first round, try to get used to the premise of YouTube wars and playing remotely. Um, Much more prefer to have folks to play with in person, but I know schedules and proximity of people to enjoy this type of a game are varied and spread out quite a bit. Um, Proper introduction, I guess. My name's Benjamin Root. I live here in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Um, Been playing Axis and Allies really since about middle school. And so it's been a big hobby for mine and an enjoyment. But the main thing is getting tired of playing against myself mostly. With that being said, I'm trying to kind of figure out this YouTube war stuff and maybe see if anybody's interested in playing and rolling dice. So we'll go ahead and kind of cover over setup. A little bit crowded here in the shop. I've got pieces all over the place and not too much outside of the board. Map fits perfectly on the table that was here. I will apologize in advance that the shop light there might go out. So I got that lamp over here. I'll try to get some on order maybe to get that light bulb replaced. But without further ado, let me go ahead and start rolling her off for random events. So going from 1912 west, I am starting on the prequels. So it looks like we're going to get a 3. And for the east, I'll go ahead and roll it as well. We got a 4. Alright. I will premise, I guess, 2. That I'm using the War II sculpts for majority of the nations. Just haven't gotten around to buying a lot of the War I versions, and I'm awful at painting. So for Austria-Hungary, I'm using Anzac pieces since they're not represented as a individual nation in the 1914 version. All my Ottoman pieces are going to be a combination of the 3D printed gray, unpainted at this time, and the Axis Allies 1914 pieces as well. A couple other unique items like Zeppelins, observation balloons, seaplanes. Those are going to be unpainted as well from the 3D printed section from HGB. If two nations share the same sea zone, so just say the British send one over to France, I'll be putting control markers underneath them just to make sure that we know which unit belongs to which nation. So, sorry about that. I should have clarified that to start. So, all right, to the rules. 3. Typhus. Each major power with units at war in the Balkans, Serbia, Montenegro, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, must either pay 1 IPP to improve medical practices or remove an infantry unit. Each minor power removes an infantry unit unless a controlling major power also pays for them. War increases the risk of disease. Typhus breaks out over the Balkans, even if the Balkans War is over. Well, the Balkans War hasn't started, so I'm kind of confused on what we're supposed to be doing with that. War increases the risk of disease. Typhus breaks out in the Balkans, even if the war is over. Well, right now there's no major powers at war. Each major power with units at war in the Balkans. So I wonder if there's going to be an update to that one. Since I don't think we can play that one out, or I'm just really confused on it, we'll go ahead and re-roll and see what we get. So 5. I'll put that up there because I'm going to record it later. 5 is Moroccan crisis. France must choose only one of the following. Accept German demands and pay 2 IPP per turn for the next 3 turns as compensation for German investments in Morocco. Or 2, deny German demands. Germany must spend 2 IPP this turn to place 2 attacking neutral infantry in Morocco, which becomes a German-controlled minor power that aligns with Germany. once it goes to war, if they succeed in combat. We'll go ahead and roll that one out. I think this is the exact same one that General Hand Grenade, I believe, rolled when they were doing Operation Hindenburg. Sorry, let me move this out of the way. It does mess with Germany's buys, unfortunately. So, Morocco's here. They got a colonial. And we'll just put 2 neutral infantry real quick. It is mountainous terrain, so they're going to be down to a 1. And I do believe, as well, as we will continue rolling this out until resolution. So, I think that's fine. Y'all can see the pieces still. And the rolling box. Alright, so 2 attacking. One. And 1 defending at 2. So first round, nothing. I'll roll them together. The white one's going to be the defending colonial troop. And looks like the neutral nation, or infantry, take it over. So we'll go ahead and remove that. Alright, what does it read? To attack neutral infantry, Morocco becomes a German-controlled minor power. So, one thing we'll have to update is it is worth $1. Get the camera right. So, France is going to go down. One. Because anytime in a prequel, it carries over to the peacetime income at that time. So they'll be down $1. And we'll go ahead and throw those 2 infantry on there. And I don't have any control markers, so we'll just go ahead and put a rondel on there. I think once they go to war anyhow, they'll go to the Germans, so. And having the neutrals on there will make it easy. No, it's a neutral control. Okay, now to the east. We rolled a 4 for them. So we'll go ahead and throw that up here. The book likes to stay up. And sorry if you're hearing noises in the background. My uncle's doing some woodworking. So 4 is Chinese naval expansion. Britain, Germany, US, Austria-Hungary, and France each rolls a d6 and distributes accordingly. Okay. So we'll go in order on that. That's a dead guy on him somewhere. Alright. So starting with Britain. And we'll just place these in order here. Germany. Might have to grab more dice. Okay, sorry about the wait. Austria-Hungary. And France. So Britain, Germany, US. Oh, that must have been in the US then. Now it's Austria-Hungary. And France. Okay. So 1 to 4 add a TBD to their own. 5 add a cruiser to their own. And a 6 add a TBD to Greece. No sixes. I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll get these units out of their boxes, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we got all these pieces. Of note, I don't have a torpedo boat destroyer sculpt for the French, so I'm just using regular destroyers for them. I'll go ahead and pause again. More than likely, unless somebody else trying to follow along, but I'm going to put most of these with just the other fleets that they have that's closest to their capital. And so I'll go ahead and get those placed. And if you're curious as to where they went, just make a comment and I can try to figure out where I put them. And then go from there. Alrighty. Well, random events, done. However, consequences of random events. I was going to buy a mountain infantry to lend-lease to the Federales, but now I'm just stuck with $2. So with that being the case, I might go ahead and just lend-lease this turn instead. Or not lend-lease, try to influence. So I'm going to pay 2 IPP. I can't go above stage 2. So we're going to go, and I know Mexico I don't think could be influenced until after the fact. So I'm going to go for Netherlands and try to get Norway up by 1. So let me grab a dice for y'all. Alright. Verdict for Norway. A 3, which I think does move them up. Yep. So we'll go ahead and move that up to 2. And then for the Netherlands. That's a miss. Okay. Alright, well, going from there. Tech-wise, got 3 major factories. All these rolls are going to be at 7. But I'm going for Hurricane Bombardment, Defense in Depth, and Wartime Economy. And looks like we'll miss Defense in Depth, but we got both Wartime Econ and Hurricane Bombardment. Okay. Alright, now see, that's what I was meaning with that light going out. It's just a little bit darker. Last time I did this, the US was able to reinforce with $6, and so was Germany. I think I'm going to do one jab at them. Might be a bit foolish, but sometimes you get lucky. And other times you don't. Alright. Nobody should be defending or attacking that high. Keep that in shot for you. Okay. So the Revolutionaries, defending cavalry, and I guess that is in shot. Infantry, we got 5. Not enough for a trench. Everything that can make it for the Federales. And it is a non-mountainous zone, so no negative modifiers to the attack. So completely even across the board. 5 inf and 1 cav, and 5 inf, 1 cav. So attacking. And we'll do the red dice as the cav. So I got 5 and then the cav. And it looks like we'll get 1 hit. And we'll do the exact same thing. Black being the infantry and the red being the cav. Ooh. That one's cocked, but I think it would drop down to that 4. So that's brutal, to say the least. That's 5 hits. So Mexican Revolution might end a lot faster than I was anticipating. And I didn't unleash to... Ooh. Alright, the one hit, we'll take off the 1 infantry from them, and then cavalry doesn't defend well, so I'm going to take everything but 1 infantry. We'll go ahead and move him over. And we'll retreat him back to here. Yikes. But sometimes it's just how it goes. Alright. So, I don't think there's anything else I could do on my turn. Oh, recruitment. I almost forgot about recruitment. 1 second. This might be the one saving grace for him. Maybe. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 or less. And we'll get a 5. So I'll go ahead and get an infantry up there in the mountains and hope they stave off. Alright. Wrapping up the video. Whoa. About forgot another recruitment. Now that Morocco is a controlled minor. Out of 1. Not likely, but you never know. There's a 1 in it. Right. Now we'll wrap up the video. Germany's going to collect 4 IPP. Alright, sorry about the length of the video. We'll try to make them go by a bit quicker, but I think the random events ones take a little bit longer. So, alright, till next one.